How's it going, everybody? My name is BobaTalks and you are watching BobaTalks. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Justice League movie, which one of you guys actually requested, and I've actually wanted to create a video like this for a while because I have quite a few opinions on what's coming in the Justice League film. Okay, so first of all, for all you guys who don't know what the Justice League movie is actually about, it follows on from Batman vs Superman, where Superman is actually dead. And throughout that film, Bruce had been getting messages from the Flash warning him of the future, saying that he needs to find the Justice League team, and throughout that film we actually saw that Bruce got the files on the Justice League team, much to some people's dislike because some people didn't like the way he found out through a USB stick on the computer. Bruce finds out through video footage about the Flash, Cyborg, and then you've obviously got like Wonder Woman and Superman. Towards the end of the Batman vs Superman movie, we know that Bruce is actually wanting to put the Justice League team together since the Man of Steel is no longer with us. And this is because of the fight to come. Now, if you have seen Batman vs Superman, or maybe you might not have known this because they didn't actually include it in the original cut, there was a deleted scene of Lex Luthor contacting who is now confirmed to be Steppenwolf. Now, thanks to good old Lex, we now have Steppenwolf / Darkseid coming to Earth. And Bruce, through all these warnings from the future, or the alternate timeline in the future, he knows that he needs to get the team together for something bad that is coming. Primarily, the first part of the film is about Bruce working with Wonder Woman to put this team together. Because if they don't, it would end up like the alternate timeline from where Barry Allen came from and tried to contact Bruce. Because I believe in that timeline, the Justice League was never formed. And so when Darkseid invaded, it was literally apocalyptic. A couple of months ago, we surprisingly got actually a pretty cool trailer for the Justice League film. And it shows Bruce finding Aquaman, the Flash, in a very Iron Man to Spider-Man Civil War kind of way. We see footage of Cyborg. We see more Wonder Woman. It was actually a really cool trailer. If you haven't seen it, I'll put the link in the description. Please go check it out because it is the first real look of what we've got of the Justice League. So the things I loved about this trailer, it was awesome seeing Bruce be funny. You can see that they're definitely stepping up the game because of the complaints from Batman vs Superman. They're not going to completely change the mood because DC is a bit more of a darker, gritty universe, but it's cool that they're actually trying to appeal to the mainstream audience with the tone they captured with this trailer. I found it really funny with Batman making the fish jokes about Aquaman, but one of the things I didn't like about that scene is Aquaman's eyes. They're really like shark dead eyes. I mean, I really like Aquaman. I really like Jason Momoa. He's amazing. I'm so happy that he's cast as Aquaman, but I just don't know about those eyes. I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like Aquaman's eyes? You probably see him on screen now. I don't know, I just feel like they could have still easily made him Aquaman without including those features. But I mean, this is still very much early into the film's creation. They could still change that. Alright, so I'm going to skip all the way to the moment with the Flash. I actually really like that scene in the trailer where Bruce Wayne is sitting in Barry Allen's room. But a lot of people criticize this because it really mimicked Captain America Civil War's version of Tony Stark sitting in Peter Parker's room, saying like, we need you to join a team, I'll help you build a new suit. I mean, even though he didn't say that, there's lots of theories going on at the minute that Barry Allen's suit in the actual Justice League film will be improved and financed by Wayne Enterprises. Or just basically Batman just helping him make a better suit. Even though we did see his suit in that room, I'm not sure if that is the one they're actually using in the Justice League film. Maybe it is a bit more of a newbier version of the suit like Peter Parker had before Iron Man gave him his new suit. But one of the things I just didn't like is the lightning. Why did they change it to blue? The Flash in the comics, the TV show, it's always differed between yellowy and red, and I completely appreciate that they wanted to be different from the TV show, so this is why they changed the armor and the lightning. But I don't know, I feel like you didn't have to make it blue. There's a YouTube video of somebody who edited the lightning to yellow and it just looks so much better than the blue lightning. But that's one of my only fusses. I'm really rooting for Ezra Miller's version of the Flash. It does suck that Grant Gustin can't play that role, but I do get it. I mean, it's not the kind of the same universe or the same tone, so I'm cool with that. As for the armor, I do like it. I do feel like they shouldn't have made it so plated. I do feel like they worried a bit too much about making differences from the TV show. They could have still kept it like the TV show and made it similar to the comics, but changed it up a little bit. The reason why the TV show one is so popular is because it really does mirror the comic version. It's more of a firefighter sort of fabric suit, which isn't just crappy leather. It is still a protective suit, but it's also not Iron Man plating, which I feel like they're doing in this film. Either way, it does look cool, but I would have preferred more of a fabric, different version of the TV show's suit. I mean, I still know he's going to be really cool. He's one of my favorite superheroes alongside Batman, but overall it would mean the world of difference to me if they just made that lightning a different color rather than blue. One of the things I really liked about how they explained Barry Allen in the Justice League film is that they're really trying to convey the fact that the slow motion in that scene from the trailer emphasizes that Barry lives and breathes in a world where everyone is slow and he's really fast, so he finds it really hard to relate to other people. So that's why in that scene with Ben Affleck, he's like, I'll be your friend, you know, please let me be in the team, let me be a part of your team. I feel like these are the first people we can properly relate to because they're other superheroes. I thought that was really cool explaining that because it really resonated with me about the character, and they haven't really showed that so much in the TV show, but it does make sense. I mean, he's got the Speedforce, he's incredibly fast, he also thinks incredibly fast, he must feel so separated from every other person out there that he knows. Okay guys, so on to recent news. So we knew Batman was getting a new suit in the Justice League movie, but we didn't know how different it was going to be. But recently Zack Snyder released a new image of Batman's tactical suit, and there's a bit of controversial thoughts about this as well, as expected. Personally, I really love the suit, but there are one or two things I would pick out about it. I love the fact that it's more plated. It does feel more like the Batman that I love and know, more like the Arkham video games and the comics, rather than more of the blank, just soft sort of fabric clothing. And I know I just talked about how the Flash should have that, but I feel Batman obviously should have a bit more plating, just how they did in the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. And they've finally done that. But the thing I am not too sure on is the tactical lenses he's got on his cowl. I'm just kind of hoping he puts those on in one or two scenes and then not like a full-time thing. But that is honestly the only thing I have to pick out about the suit. Other people are saying that Zack Snyder is pulling out Night Owl again from his previous movies. And I do see where people are getting that conclusion from. And it's not the newest thing in the world for a director to use old thought and implement them into new movies. Overall, I think the suit's great. But honestly, the eyes, they can be lost a bit. Apart from that, it's an okay from me. Okay, so they're still teasing us with new images. Recently there's been a new picture of the Commissioner Gordon for Justice League, and I couldn't be happier that J.K. Simmons is filling the role of Commissioner Gordon, just because he really looks the part to me. The Gordon that I've always known from the comics is that Gordon with the glasses and the scruffy moustache and the long trench coat, and I know they did that in the Christopher Nolan films, but I feel like in this one he's going to be a bit more hench like he has been shown to be in the comics and even in some of the video games. Recently there's been images of J.K. Simmons actually getting hench for the film. I know he works out anyway, but it does definitely show that he's going to be a badass James Gordon. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing that Batman and James Gordon interaction, just like we know and love from all the comic books and the movies and everything. But let me know what you guys think about J.K. Simmons being Commissioner Gordon. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I personally really like his films. I really enjoyed him in Spider-Man. So I think he's going to be absolutely awesome in the Justice League film. So I don't think we're going to see Darkseid in this movie. I mean, if we do at all, we might get a tease of him in the after credits, just like how Marvel sort of did Thanos sitting on his throne for those few seconds. But apart from that, it's just going to be Steppenwolf's uncle acting on behalf of his nephew Darkseid, following orders and going to Earth, to see what's up. And I'm sure when the Justice League kicks Steppenwolf's ass, that's when Darkseid will be coming in the next Justice League film. But that brings me on to Superman. I don't think we're going to see him either throughout the whole film, maybe sort of near the tail end, and that's when we're going to see his supposed resurrection happen. And they might copy quite a few things from the Death of Superman arc, and lots of people are theorizing that he might come back with a mullet and a beard and the black suit with the silver emblem. They have teased a couple of images. I believe this is just a black and white image that we're seeing now, but it actually could be a new suit. For me, I don't know how the general audience would take that, because I feel like this would be a really big hit amongst comic book fans. But apart from that, I think people will be like, why are they changing the suit? Is he going to have this suit forever? Is he going to go back to his blue suit? But I think it'd be really cool to see Henry Cavill with a beard and that, long hair, and kicking Steppenwolf's ass with the whole of the Justice League right towards the end of the film. That'd be awesome. But at the same time, we might not even get him to the very end of the film with barely any action at all, and we probably might just see him fighting Darkseid alongside the Justice League in the next Justice League film. If he does come back with a black suit, I'm sure he'll wear it for a while, but I do believe they will ultimately go back to the blue suit. One of the most interesting things to me is now that Clark Kent is dead, how is it going to go throughout the films from now? Is he going to be like a full-time Superman? How is Lois going to hide the fact that he's got somebody like Clark Kent coming around? I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. I just find it really weird that we're not going to have a Clark Kent / Superman sort of role anymore in these films. But that's all from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. All your support has been absolutely amazing so far. In the first week of this channel, we hit 45 subscribers. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And if you are enjoying these videos, maybe even consider subscribing to stay up to date with all my latest videos coming out every single weekday. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook in the links below. It is just /BobaBall. But other than that, everybody, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. It will be a breakdown of Gotham Season 3 Episode 2. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.